Happy Friday, everybody. Of course, myself, Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, is back in the FC Sneaker Factory for a beautiful Friday. Of course, we're in the month of July. Can you believe this? The year is almost halfway over, to be honest with you, and that's absolutely crazy. But I still arrive here on YouTube to bring you some amazing content, to pick up where I left off when it came to the Nike SB Dunks. I know everybody out there, I know everybody loves the Dunks, right? Not the Dunks, the regular Dunks, but I'm talking about the SB line. Everybody still has that heartfelt desire for them, but not as much as they used to be, right? When the first craze hit back in, I want to say like 2019, everybody was going crazy, but now it's finally slowing down. The knuckleheads, right? The stooges have left the sneaker game, and now we are with the true collectors and also the people that truly love sneakers. And they may not be sneakerheads, they just may be new people when it comes to the game of the sneaker life. And I appreciate each and every single one of you. First of all, if you're not a friend of the program, what the hell are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate you becoming a friend of the program and subscribing to my channel by hitting that like button. And also drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about this shoe right here. And also don't forget to show Mr. Wonderful love on my Instagram. You can catch me there at Floyd Chavez Jr. and I would really appreciate that as well. I'm just relaxing at home and I said, you know what? Let me knock out these last 3 SBs when it comes to my collection that I have not touched on in my catalog of shoes that I have delivered here on YouTube. And I said I might as well knock some other ones, right, when it comes to the SB line out of the park like I always do. But like I mentioned, I am just relaxing at home. Beautiful Friday. I got the G-Shock right here, the burning red, the 6900. I love this. This was the 30th anniversary when it came to G-Shock. Beautiful red, metallic with the gold accents. Absolutely love that. Got the nice AG denim right there. I love this denim just to relax in. And of course, I'm taking you back to the glory days of Kanye West right here. I don't know what he's doing now, but this was the glory days of the college dropout vintage tee right here. I love this shirt. It's such a great shirt. I love the hit in the background as well. Just a great shirt. Great time back then when this album actually dropped. So hopefully you're having an amazing Friday out there. All the beautiful fellas out there. Yes, the fellas can be beautiful, right? But of course, my love is for the beautiful ladies. Oh, the cheerleaders out there. I appreciate each and every single one of you, the beautiful ladies, and of course the fellas. I appreciate you as well for tuning into my content. Looking amazing as always. The hair, right? The complexion is done because you deserve somebody good looking delivering you content. So I appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in and for being faithful. Thank you so much. I'm seeing my numbers gradually grow. I hope they grow even faster by you, right? You becoming a friend of the program. All right, so let me go ahead and open the book right here because my catalog is huge here on YouTube. If you look at all the videos I have done, you would realize that right now I am on Sneaker Profiles 408 when it comes to my catalog that I have delivered here on YouTube. And hopefully you go support the channel by watching some of those older videos. I really appreciate that. And I know the algorithm and I know YouTube would really appreciate that. That's why I say hit that subscribe button because they love that in order to push my content. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some pink boxes when it comes to the SB line, when it comes to the shoes that are in my collection right here. And this is one of them right here. This is not the older SB, older pink box SB era though. This is the more newer pink box SB. This is not that metallic pink box. This is more of a matted box when it came to this specific one. But just your pink box with the black Nike swoosh and the SB on the top. And of course you got the also black accents around this box. And there you go. Let's take a look at that. The label, Nike SB Dunk Low Pro OGQS, black, white, green, Gusto. Beautiful size, 10.5 right here. Such a great shoe. Or I should say such a great box right when it comes to this one. No type of wood grain on the interior part of the box, which your older SB pink box era do have that wood grain, but they did give us the black and white wood grain tissue paper. This was an eBay pickup. And I actually unboxed this on, I want to say last year or maybe this year. I even forgot when. But I unboxed this on one of my Floyd's pickups. But it was more of a recent one from, I want to say, the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I can't even keep track sometimes. But we are looking at sneaker profile 408 right here. This is the Nike Dunk SB Panda Pigeon right here. So just to give you a little bit of backstory about this shoe, I actually owned this shoe probably like about a couple, or actually like a few years ago now that I think about it. And then I saw the market on it and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wear it. Let me just go ahead and sell it. So I ended up selling it, letting it go. I believe I sold it on eBay. I got a pretty good profit off that one. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. You know, I still got one more Pigeon SBs in my collection, so I'm fine with that. So after all this time, I just started thinking about the shoe, and I was like, you know, I kind of missed that shoe. Saw that the market has dropped now on this one, so I was like, you know, it's a good time to pick it back up and actually wear it, because at that time I picked it up and I never wore it, and then I sold it brand new on StockX. So I picked it up, and you know what, I was when I first saw the shoe I was very happy, but then I noticed, I'm not going to show you the one with the scuffs, but I noticed the other shoe had scuffs, and I couldn't believe that eBay passed that shoe. Okay, so I took my case up to eBay, and I'm not even going to go over all that, but I was just kind of upset because I was like, man, like, I can't believe they passed the shoe. They didn't even see all the scuffs on the shoe, and it's brand new. Don't get me wrong, it's a brand new shoe. I don't know if it's something, a factory flaw with this shoe, but it's brand new, never been worn. I could tell the outsoles are clean, but there's just those scuffs and some, you know, some glue marks, and I was just surprised that they passed it. I'm gonna show you the good one when it comes to this one, but great shoe, just like when I let it go, it was a great shoe, and even now when I'm holding it in my hand, once again, it's still a great shoe. But this was an eBay pickup. Not gonna put the stupid eBay person, the seller's information out there, because he's, you know, sold me a fucked up shoe. But I'm not gonna give you that information. But I will just give you the overview of this shoe that is pretty damn good. Okay, so just a quick rundown when it comes to the Nike Dunk SB Pigeon history. So the first one, right, the grail of all grails when it comes to the SB line, that one released back in 2005, and that's what really kicked off SB, but that really just kicked off the craze of SB as well. And that one, I mean, that one's so much money and so hard to find, especially in a 10.5. And I mean, just a very sought after shoe, a shoe that just holds a lot of history, and especially in New York. And then we got another one in 2007, and that's one that I still have. I actually wore that one, but that is the Black Pigeon. That's a great shoe. I want to say that I did a review on that shoe, and also believe that the materials on that shoe are water resistant. So it's just a great shoe, all black with some orange and reddish accents going on in that one. And then it takes us to this one, right? The 2019, this was the Panda Pigeon, and the person that actually created the pigeon, the whole pigeon line, is, what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now, but just a really good, as far as creator when it comes to the pigeon and his pigeon line. That's Jeff Staple. There you go, that's his name. But Jeff Staple is the one that created this shoe, as far as collaborating with Nike SB to create the original Pigeon, then came back after all that time in 2017 and created the Black Pigeon, and then now he came out with this one in 2019, January 6th to be exact, and came out with this one, the Black Pigeon, or I'm sorry, the Panda Pigeon, because as you can see, you got that black and white colorway, but you still got that nice pigeon hit right there on the rear part of the shoe. Now let's go ahead and go into the materials. So the materials on this one, this is right here, is a nice white leather on the toe box. You do see the perforations. We'll go more into that as I do the overview of the shoe, the aerial view of the shoe, which I love. That's probably my favorite view of a shoe of all time. But right here, beautiful suede going on. As you can see, you can see the brush stroke, so it's a great quality suede. It is in that black color. That travels through the mudguard and also travels through the shoelaces, and then also going downward towards the rear part. And as you can see right there, eBay authenticated it, all that stuff, but they totally missed out on those fucking scuffs, which is ridiculous. Then right here, you do got that nice white leather, right, window going on right there, and then the white leather swoosh going on right there. See that right there, the white leather going towards the rear part of the shoe, as you see it interacting with the swoosh as well. Got that nice sewn in Panda right there, beautiful hit. Black outsole, gray stitching going on when it comes to the midsole. Then you got that translucent outsole. And we'll go more into that as we go towards the outsole portion of the shoe. Okay, now we're starting to see, you got these like glue stains going on right here. I'm not sure what that's about. I saw that when I first unboxed the shoe, and just saw those glue stains. I mean, to me, it's just a factory flaw. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to me, because my intentions on this one is to wear the shoe. Right there, that nice lime green sewn in Nike. And then you also have this right here. This is actually 3M material when it comes to this little patch right here surrounding that Nike sewn in. Below that, you do have the the leather, and that's that white leather going on. And then you got that nice black suede going on when it comes to the rear part, the bottom rear part of the shoe. Right there, as you can see, black midsole, gray stitching, and then more of that translucent outsole. Now we got a little bit of different thing going on right here when it comes to the medial side, right? You see a different type of swoosh, or a different colored swoosh. This is now a gray swoosh compared to the white one. And then you don't see that pigeon patch right here on the medial part. So they left all that out. They gave us a different color on the swoosh, but it is a gray leather swoosh. And then you got that nice white leather on the ankle collar. And then you got more of that beautiful black suede going on, traveling from the rear, going through the shoelaces, and then down to the mud guard right there. White window when it comes to the leather, right there, surrounding the gray swoosh, the black midsole, the gray stitching, and then of course that translucent outsole. Now let's take a look at the front part. Front part looking good, right? Looks like great on camera, and then also gray in person, but you see that right there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh no, it's just how the shoe is made. I thought it was separation. I was like, damn, there's already separation on this shoe. This shoe's all fucked up. But no, it's nice, looking good. Let's take a look at the outsole. So this is the outsole. I did not pay that price for it, but it's daily. I don't know where that's from. But you see the newspaper going on when it comes to that translucent outsole. So that's a pretty cool touch when it comes to this shoe right here. You got the translucent outsole, so it's clear, but you also have those newspaper clippings when it comes to this specific shoe in the outsole. And that's a cool little touch, especially because, you know, pigeons and most people put newspaper down on the base of a pigeon's cage just because of all the poop. It's easy for someone just to switch out the newspaper and clean it all up and all that stuff. So I love that touch. Great touch on that one. And then let's take a look at my favorite part, the aerial view of the shoe. I love the aerial view. Look at that. You see that beautiful white? There you go. Better view right there. But white leather with the perforations, black shoelaces, and then also you got that nice black nylon tongue. So you don't have like a white nylon tongue, you have a black one, which is great for cleaning purposes, right? You don't see dirt or anything like that. And then you see the patch, or the patch right there. Black patch, but you do see the Nike and the SB in white, the nice, beautiful, right there, lime green swoosh, and then you see the Dunk Low Pro in that lime green as well. Right here, you got the black ankle collar. I'm going to show you, and then the interior of the tongue is green, that lime green. Lime green insole, you do got that black bamboo tree trunks, and then you got the nice leaves, and then of course you have staple right there in white, and in the inside of the P you have the pigeon. But let's take a look at the interior part right here. So this one says staple, but it's really supposed to give you like the whole like vibe of a sample, right? But it says you cross out the M, add a T, and then you got staple, not for resale on there as well. So that's a nice cool little touch going on with this one. And then the green, just basically representing, pandas like to eat, leaves and all that stuff, hang out in trees. So that's where really the panda comes in, is that whole insole which is a nice touch. So there's a lot of cool details about this one as I really liked. I remember I even bought the long sleeve SB Panda Nike SB Panda shirt to go with this shoe when I first had it in my possession. I ended up selling it because I sold the shoes and there was really no reason for me to wear that. And also too, that was brand new. Just like the shoes, I bought all that stuff brand new. I just never wore it. So, but I mean, overall, just a nice looking shoe. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a classic SB, but this is just a good one to have in the collection. I was happy to get it back because one, I missed it, and the whole thing was I really wanted to get it back and I wanted to wear it. And this is going to be a really easy shoe for me to wear just because one, there's some flaws going on with this shoe, especially on the right shoots. There's a lot of flaws on that one. But what do you think about this one? Where do you think this one ranks when it comes to the pigeons? And I'm going to give you 4 of them. Oh, well, I should say 3. Because you know what, I'm not going to include the original pigeon. Of course, we all know that's like number 1, so I'm not going to include that. But where does this one rank in the other 3, which is the Panda Pigeon, the Black Pigeon, and also the Purple Pigeon? We all know that's not really like a pigeon shoe. You can buy the patches and iron them on, but we all know that's not really a pigeon shoe. But I'm going to put that in that class just because a lot of people recognize that specific shoe as the Purple Pigeon. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this one, but also give me your ranking of the Nike Dunk SB pigeons, the last 3 that I just mentioned, not the original. The original is always going to be number 1 because that's just a really beautiful and great shoe that Jeff Staple designed. So that's going to be number 1. But what are your last 3 when it comes to that rotation of SBs? Drop a comment down below and we'll let me know. But there you go. The book is shut on that one. On Sneaker Profile 408. Great shoe right there. Glad to finally have it in my possession. I wish it came into a little bit better condition, but that was dealt with. So just happy that I was able to move on with that. But I will catch you on Monday because this is a Friday. I'll catch you on Monday with a brand new SB review, a brand new SB profile. Hopefully you're tuning in because you know what? That's going to be a great shoe to do a profile on. Hope to see you soon then. But hopefully have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And I know the beautiful ladies, because I'm going to go on a date with one of them a little bit later. We're going to go grab dinner at one of my favorite restaurants. I'm here in California. And you know what? I know I'm going to have a great time with her. Great conversation. A lot of great compliments coming from her and then from myself as well. And at the end of the night, you better believe she's going to say, Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, you are too. Damn. You guessed it.